Hey guys, Guitar Slam here with another deck list for you. This is one of two decks that I've won locals with recently. Believe it or not, I had never won a locals until a couple weeks ago, and then in the last 3 weeks I've won it twice. And I actually won it with two different decks because I just like changing decks all the time. So this is one of them. This is my Frog Monarch deck. People said that Frog Monarchs were dead this format. That is 100% false, and I'm here to prove it to you. So let's just get into the deck. The main card in the deck that sets up all of your combos are 3 Swap Frogs. When you summon this guy, normal or special, or flip, I guess, you can send a frog from your deck to the grave, or a water monster. So you get to send your Treeborns, really your Treeborns and your Ronin Totems, and occasionally your Dupe Frogs, but that's kind of useless unless you need to use Ronin Totem and you're desperate. But this guy allows you to get out your triple Treeborn Frogs here for constant Monarch tributes. Get these guys in the grave, and even if your opponent Retiari is one of them, you still have more. I know people say you don't need 3, you only need 2. I like 3 just for consistency, because I can discard it to special swap frog, or if my opponent Retiari is a DD Crows, I have backups. So that's why I like the 3 and 3. And the 3 swap frogs is mandatory. That runs the deck. As I said before, 2 Ronin Totems. Again, people say 1. I like 2. Remove a frog from your grave to special summon this guy. So you get to tribute fodder in emergency situations, or it's your second tribute with Treeborn, so you can get out Light and Darkness Dragon. 2 Dupe Frogs. When this guy's sent from the field to the grave, you get to search your deck for a frog and add to your hand, so you get your swap frogs. So if you don't have your swap frogs in opening hand, but you have a Dupe Frog, set it. Your opponent probably can't get over its 2000 defense. Tribute it on your next turn for a Monarch, and then search for swap frogs, so it sets the combos up. It's tough to dupe block in this deck like you used to, but I mainly use it for searching for swap frogs. Now into the Monarch part. You have 3 Chaos, obvious. Tribute 1, remove a card in the field, the best Monarch. Double Reza. I would run triple Reza, but I don't have a third, so I only run 2. Tribute 1, spin a card to top of your opponent's deck. Really good. Slows your opponent down. Now, because I don't have the 3 Rezas, I instead run 3 Thestalos. Tribute 1, discard a card from your opponent's hand. Hand control is really good this format because your opponents will set a lot of their spells and traps, so the things they'll keep in their back row, the things they'll keep in their hand are combo pieces like that needed Vagar Knight and X-Sabers, or a Pashu, an important Pashu, something like that. So, Thestalos is a good card. But I would take 1 out for a 3rd Reza. 1 Mobius. With all the back rows that people are setting in this format, because of no Heavy Storm, Mobius really wrecks them for setting too much. Like, they set Book of Moon, Bottomless, and Mirror Force, let's say. Well, if you summon this guy, you're going to take out, the Bottomless, obviously, they'll use, but you could just take out anything else. So this guy alone can clear a back row, so he's really good. 2 Primaterial Dragons. If your opponent burns you, you get to gain life instead. That's a little known effect of his, which is really good, because burn could be really good this format if you run it well. And the main effect, the secondary effect, if your opponent activates a card that's going to destroy monsters on your field, discard a card to negate that. So he's like a tributable Stardust, which you obviously have tribute fodder, so he sets up all sorts of big plays where you don't have to worry about a Torrential or a Mirror Force. 1 Vanity's Fiend. This card is amazing against X-Sabers and really anything that special summons. Yes, it stops your Treeborn, but it stops all their Embers Blades. Infernities can't special summon. No Fall Trolls. Really great card. 1 Light and Darkness Dragon. Usually you use Ronin Totem for the 2nd tribute or a Battle Fader, along with Treeborn, but this card will lose 500 attack and defense to negate any spell, trap, or monster effect that's activated. So he shuts down your opponent's cards. Sorry about that. Next card, 1 Cyber Dragon. A little bit of a beat stick in case I don't have a Treeborn. He's also a tribute fodder. And my locals loves Machina, so he's great against Machina. 2 Battle Fader. Some people say you need 3. I say you only need 2. 2 worked out fine for me. When your opponent attacks with no monsters, special this guy. Stop the battle phase so you don't take any damage. It stops you from being OTK'd, and then you get to tribute it. The last monster is 1 Spirit Reaper. Can't die in battle. Attacks your opponent directly. They discard a card from the hand, so more hand control. So if you have Thestalos in this guy, you can wreck your opponent's hand. He's good tribute fodder, plus stops OTKs, so he's a good card. We go into the spells. 3 soul exchanges. Tribute 1 of your opponent's monsters if you want to tribute for the turn. So with a Monarch, you can kill 2 of your opponent's monsters in 1 turn. You can't attack, but with all the Monarchs you have, if you don't have Treeborn or Ronin Totem, soul exchange gets the Monarchs out. 2 hand destructions. Discard 2 to draw 2. This lets you dump your Treeborns and your Ronin Totems into the grave to try and get Swap Frogs, mainly, or Monarchs, like a Chaos if you need a Chaos. Then we have some staples. Monster Reborn to special monsters. Dark Hole to destroy all monsters. 2 MST, because you can run 2 and there's no heavy. And then 1 Giant Trunade if you need a big push with your Monarchs and you know you'll win if you get it out. Trunade clears the back row. And then for traps, just run 3. 2 Phoenix Wings and a Torrential Tribute. Monster Clear. Discard a card for Phoenix Wing, hopefully for Treeborn or Ronin Totem to spin a card to your opponent's top of your deck. So slows them down, and then when combined with Reza, this card's great. I love Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. So that's the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, this is one of 2 decks that won me my first set of locals. This actually won me the second local, but this deck's actually built right now. The other one I had to take a couple cards out for a different deck. So this video goes up first. If you want to guess what deck I run, what the other one is that won me a local, there's actually a hint in this video, so you can comment below if you want to take some guesses, and I'll get that other video uploaded for you. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you later.